Très bien, bonsoir YouTube. On n'est pas pour parler de Diablo 4, mais de Disco Elysium. Et on arrive sur les derniers épisodes, je pense. De toute façon, faut que je finisse avant la sortie de Diablo. Un sale bail. Mais je m'en rappelle ce qu'il fallait que je fasse. Un îlot de mon diablerie, ah, c'est clair. Ah, moi je vais y jouer par contre, à partir du 6, je pense que je vais jouer un peu qu'à ça. Hein. Mais voilà, j'ai pas assez d'argent moi pour acheter. Voilà. 30 balles en plus, faut pas déconner quoi. Pour jouer 4 jours de plus. Ils sont mignons, mais. Ah, c'est possible, hein. Bah, en vrai, si je me lasse vite du jeu, très honnêtement, j'achète plus jamais un jeu Blizzard. Ever. Jamais. J'en fais le serment devant le stream.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others.
Loin d'être aussi élaboré que PO. Ouais, après, j'espère que ça va quand même être un bon truc, quoi. Si c'est la Diablo 2, moi, ça me va, hein. On verra. On verra. Peut-être beaucoup de trucs. Si je fais une vidéo dans un mois en disant que Diablo 4 c'est de la merde. On verra, on verra. Très bien.
The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Déplacer la planche sur le côté.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là-dessous?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand though.
Chercher dans le sable et la sueur.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber.
Une balle?
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with.
En quoi? C'est une preuve là?
It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Un peu gros ça. Je m'attendais à mieux, Disco.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Pourquoi ces balles se trouvaient dans le plancher de votre cabane?
Damn that girl.
Ils sont cons les gens.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
Les doublages j'avais oublié, c'est incroyable. Le lieutenant se tourne vers vous et vous fait un signe de tête, puis regarde à nouveau la laveuse.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
Vous lui avez loué la chambre?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
Oh B. Après un long silence, la vieille femme se met à parler tout en essorant un chiffon de main plongé dans le bac. De l'eau se renverse.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
C'était quand?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into?
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Vous dites qu'elle est partie lundi, c'est ça?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Qui? Mais elle a dû entendre votre cinéma.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
La chambre était exactement comme elle l'a laissée.
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Autre chose à signaler.
No,
The truth, sire.
Pouvez-vous nous décrire Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time, kept to herself.
Qu'est-ce que vous insinuez?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few
Elle
lines,
taquine le
but this
goujon.
time she mostly stayed in her room.
Elle taquine le goujon, la bougresse. À votre avis, pourquoi a-t-elle laissé la balle?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
Elle regarde à nouveau en direction de sa cabane en réfléchissant. Est-ce qu'elle avait porté de l'équipement avec elle comme une radio par exemple?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made.
Ah, après, moi je connais de la bonne musique, hein. Un peu hardcore, mais si ça t'intéresse, la vieille c'est à côté. Hein. Elle se passe le dos de la main sur le front, de haut tombe au sol.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Où est-elle partie?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Remontez la côte.
Are you sure you'd rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The
Calme-toi la
failed
vieille.
electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Bah ouais, sans déconner, merci le jeu. Donc moi je m'en étais pas douté avant, fils de pute. Moi je le savais qu'il y avait un truc là-bas. Se foutait de ma gueule. Je savais qu'il y avait un passage et qu'on pouvait rentrer dans ce bâtiment de merde. Ah, Narden va.
One thing, she's a good girl.
Ferme-la.
Whatever she's gotten
Je
herself
m'en
mixed.
branle. Si elle a fait la cador avec l'autre connasse, là, je vais tous les enfermer, moi. Rien à foutre. Vous avez cru quoi, vous? Ah, mais ils jouent tous avec mes couilles depuis le début, là. Moi, je me laisse plus faire, hein. Finito, là, le flic gentil, le flic oui, je comprends, t'as des peines, oh là là, c'est dur la vie. Non, non. Là, c'est vous avez joué, vous avez fait connard avec moi. J'avais bien compris
You
qu'il y avait un
see
passage.
a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains.
Ah, pour cher.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the room. Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms.
C'est vrai que ça, c'est un peu cool. Après, c'est chaud, tu vois, parce que c'est un peu... Ça a mélangé un peu le point and click et c'est super chaud de... tu vois, vu qu'on peut appuyer sur Tab pour visualiser ce dont tu peux avoir interaction, ils pouvaient pas vraiment le faire avant. Je comprends, ouais. Mais bon. J'étais plus smart.
Feld Electrical. You only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big.
Non.
There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Pourquoi j'ai l'impression de connaître cet endroit?
Indeed. Somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin, gutted by
Ouais,
liquids
je
that
savais.
once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
Incroyable. Ruby pourrait-elle être là-dedans?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Écoutez le vent.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
Qu'est-ce que j'essaie de faire là?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city. Whatever you thought would happen did not, and now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning, with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
Antoine, le lieutenant, elle pourrait être n'importe où. Comment on fait pour la trouver?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
Si on échoue, si on la retrouve pas?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Regarde derrière lui alors que la boîte rouge foncée tombe dans le gouffre.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
Écoutez.
Suddenly, there's a sigh,
Oh.
carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Jusqu'où ça va?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
She's down there.
Dire, je pense qu'elle était en bas sous ce bâtiment.
Okay. Why?
Enfin, je... Le vent me l'a dit.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
Il y a une échelle près du panneau. Peut-être qu'on peut l'utiliser pour entrer par le toit.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
C'est en fait l'échelle là, ça va être un jet.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Évaluer.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
Un truc comme ça, ouais.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
Et si je la grimpais pas, et si je me téléportais à la place? Je pense, ouais, c'est une bonne idée, ça.
Teleportation is not a thing.
Ah, dommage, le lieutenant vous regarde, l'air stoïque, mais en même temps, lui, c'est vraiment un briseur de rêve. Ouais, c'est clair, ça, Kim, un peu de... Hein?
This really has nothing to do with adventure. We are dealing with basic physics here.
Moi, ça coûterait un essai, non?
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
Mise en scène, se téléporter sur le toit. Oh, je me jette.
All you need to do is close your
W6.
eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
Le faire, tout simplement.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of
Leg ou pas?
existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
Alors, c'est qui le meilleur, là? Bien sûr que je me téléporte, ok? C'est qu'une question de mental. Ça se passe là-dedans, là. Voilà. Non, mais oh. Eh, tu peux pas te téléporter, t'es fait comme bloc. Moi, j'y crois, moi, je m'en bats les couilles. Flip the table, là, et hop, on part, là. J'ai réussi, Kim. Alors.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just
Ah,
climbed
ça
it,
va,
like a regular
arrête,
person.
arrête.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly, you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Attention, là, c'est le moment d'avoir le carnet de notes. Le carnet de notes et la lampe torche. Soit on prend ça, soit on prend la pince aussi. La pince, c'est un petit côté de style un peu... Ma main, elle a disparu? Ah non. Oh, en vrai, le pied de biche. Tu vois, je pense que le pied de biche, ça peut être... Mais non, mais pas là. Ah, nique-toi. Regarde-moi cette dégaine là. On n'est pas là pour casser les darons un peu. C'est quoi ce chapeau ridicule? Non, mais attendez. Attendez, parce que là, il y a quelque chose de plus important que le jeu là. C'est une question de style là. Ah ouais, c'est le vêtement de l'autre là. Avec la médaille et tout. Ça fait pingouin ça. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ces fringues? Cette veste elle est top. Oh, cette dégaine que j'ai. Où mon chapeau? Il y a mon chapeau. Merde, non, je voulais pas mettre le truc de... Oh là là. Oh, cette dégaine. Avec les gants de jardinage. Peut-être pas, non. Les lunettes. Bien sûr que le jeu il te ramène à arrêter.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight.
Bien
not too loose,
sûr.
moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
Ah mais t'as vu, même le jeu il a compris qu'il y avait la classe quoi. J'aime les choses ordinaires et normales.
I know you do. These inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions.
C'est vrai.
No one will call the moral intern on you like this. That's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
Non mais comment le jeu il arrive à me dire que je suis normal? J'ai un putain de chapeau de connard là en train de bosser dans les rizières tel un esclave. Une lampe torche, j'ai des moufles. Et avec le petit truc là un peu américain là. T'es de ma gueule ou quoi? Comment ça j'ai l'air normal hein? C'est moque le jeu là. La poutre centrale est détruite par des tirs d'artillerie. Quel foutage de gueule ce jeu. Le verre est recouvert de saleté et de poussière. Vous pouvez à peine avoir au travers. Carte postale. Oh ce look. Cet effondrement a presque bloqué accès au sous-sol. Difficile de s'y faufiler. Un meuble de bureau vétuste. Il date peut-être du siècle dernier. Une table renversée et couverte de moisissures orange et le fourmillis de bestioles. De vieux fichiers dans le chariot de comment recouvert de moisissures. Un ensemble de panneaux de verre poussiéreux.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
Est-ce que ce sont des composants informatiques?
Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass. Slides with an inlaid nervous system.
Comment étaient-elles fabriquées et pourquoi?
The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
Non, ça manque d'un côté fantasy. Au faisceau de la lampe, vous apercevez une fissure dans le mur. Tiens. Une odeur de tissu renfermé, de la poussière. Ça fait des années que personne n'a dormi ici. Couvre-chef révolutionnaire. Oh là. De la propagande révolutionnaire sur le lit superposé de vieux prospectus et brochures. Casseroles et plats sont remplis de poussière et toiles d'araignée. C'est la même fenêtre que vous avez vue de
A
l'extérieur.
mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly
Mazov.
depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Poussez le tableau.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Des empreintes. Empreintes de bottes dans le sable. L'une des semelles est plus usée que l'autre. Il y a quelque chose dans l'air, une sorte de bourdonnement anormal. Putain, mais ça a l'air immense ce truc là. Je vais s'effondrer. Vous pouvez trouver un autre moyen pour y passer. Okay. Tuyau de béton enterré dans le sable et la poussière. 40 balles! Oh là 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 là, la richesse. Mieux qu'avoir gagné au loto,
Suddenly,
qui vous le dit.
your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain like you've never felt before. The static overcomes you. The darkness takes over as you feel yourself slipping into an unknown mute state. Oh, it's death. This is the end. Cop dies under the boardwalk and off.
L'enculé. Bien joué le jeu. Bien joué ma petite gueule. Vous savez qu'en plus j'y réfléchis, hein, parce que je savais que le chemin d'avant là-bas, c'est le chemin pour amener Kim. Mais je voulais voir si je pouvais discuter avec elle sans Kim pour voir si j'allais pouvoir peut-être négocier certains trucs. Alors qu'avec Kim, je sais que ça allait partir en sucette. Ou inversement d'ailleurs. Ouais.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Qui est là?
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and help me get the door open.
Qui est là?
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim.
C'est bon. Arrête. Je t'aime bien Kim, mais quand tu répètes les trucs, c'est...
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
Comment vous avez fait pour arriver là-dedans?
After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before.
Au moins, avec ça facile
Yes,
maintenant.
we have an exit, so let's get going. Time to investigate these passages.
Allez, viens, Kim. On va nous faire casser la gueule, toi et moi. C'est maintenant, Kim. C'est maintenant que tout joue et j'ai ma flashlight. Et j'ai mon pied de biche.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, vous sentez quelque chose?
No, what do you mean?
Une douleur, un picotement étrange.
I don't feel it, but we
Okay.
should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
On sentait vraiment rien?
No, but you are the sensitive one.
It's
C'est vrai.
not a quib. The situation is dangerous.
Moi aussi, j'ai vu les empreintes de pas. La semelle droite semble était usée.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
Que voulez-vous dire?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will
Il est
upset
malin,
the
lui, il
balance
est
of
malin.
power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize.
En fait, vous savez, moi, je suis le mec sensible de l'équipe. Mais lui, c'est le mec malin, quand même.
This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Ah, c'est la fin du jeu. Ok, alors ça, c'est marrant. Du coup, c'est la fin du jeu, je pense. Donc là, on doit aller voir Ruby. Le truc, c'est que on peut gérer des choses avant, finir des quêtes secondaires, par exemple, pour peut-être diminuer le bordel. Donc, est-ce qu'on fait ça ou est-ce qu'on se dit on s'en balèque? Comment on se la joue? À votre avis, à quel point la situation pourrait-elle s'aggraver?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
Varap nous cache des informations, on devrait peut-être retourner cuisiner avant.
You're right. However corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinez without him knowing. We might have to dirty our hands, but...
Pensez que les événements auront un impact sur nos
You
cryptozoologues?
mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected, but the situation in the city will get tense for everyone.
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job.
À votre avis, qu'est-ce qui vous attend là-bas?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
Cryptozoologie, c'est quoi ça? Ah non, mais c'est...
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Dans le Dogecoin, non, c'est... c'était les Mongols qui recherchaient les crabes mutants, un crabe mutant, là. Franchement... Mais c'était là. C'est ça, là, les pièges là.
There's nothing else.
Non, mais eux, j'ai fini de toute façon avec crypto. J'ai 3 points de talent. Vas-y, on va intérioriser des trucs. Ok, on va faire ça, on va intérioriser les trucs et on va... Ouais, là j'ai bien intériorisé là. Là j'ai bien intériorisé vidéo. Bah, de toute façon on a tout pris, hein, donc... Puis on n'a plus qu'à faire passer le temps parce qu'il y a encore un peu de temps je crois. En tout c'est combien de temps là? 1h30, 3h10, 4h. 4h, 16h. On va aller voir nos mogols à l'église là. Bon moi j'aurais fait le nécessaire pour pas que ça parte en couille hein, après...
Hey man, it's good to see you.
Ah ouais c'est vrai, tous ces jets de merde là.
Goodbye, officer.
Mais ça je sais pas si par exemple intérioriser le monde précaire ou diplôme d'art authentique, ça pourrait peut-être m'aider sur G. Je suis pas sûr mais... Il y aura plein hein, que j'ai pas... Hein. Date zinc. Oh, il y a tellement de trucs que j'ai pas débloqués. C'est en fait en gros... c'est là... J'ai tous les jets que j'ai pas fait. J'ai avec Kuno, j'ai un empathie légendaire à faire. Cap de policier, mise en scène difficile, ça je sais plus, il n'existe pas pour moi. Je sais pas où je dois le faire en vrai. Tommy, c'est un empathie, c'est chiant. Annette, suggestion, intermédiaire, lui je pourrais le faire je pense. Porte-atterrissement, difficile, j'ai dû le faire. Alter, j'ai dû le faire. Ah non, je l'ai peut-être pas fait lui. Docker endormi. Mais il est pas tout le temps là, lui. Ammonique de soleil. Ah ouais. Est-ce qu'on se fait pas ça, là? Est-ce qu'on essaye pas, ou on se fait pas des chargés, chargés, déchargés pour faire tous les jets?
Yo, man. What's on your...
Ouais, avec eux, j'ai tout fini, de toute façon.
What is it?
Good morning.
On se fait ça, on essaye des sauvegardes...
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eyes and dream.
see you.
You clo-
C'est chaud en vrai, les 3% ça va être vraiment
Yes.
chiant à faire. Je sais pas si on se fait les 3%. Surtout qu'en fait en psyché j'ai 0 alors.
you close your
But just
puts a grin on your face just to think about it.
goodbye, officer.
En fait, mise en scène. Est-ce que j'en ai mise en scène? C'est quoi déjà? C'est ça là. Bonus objet moins 1. J'ai un objet qui me donne moins 1. Est-ce que j'ai du mise en scène? J'ai dit jaune hein. Oh! Qu'est-ce qui me donne moins 1?
Yes?
Je m'en branle de toi!
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
À
Goodbye, officer.
17%! Oh, c'est faisable.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eyes.
Moi j'y crois à mort.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eyes.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You cl-
Ah, je fais plus de double 6 là. Hein.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
you close.
Bon, le jeu.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Ah, pas le jeu. Quand même.
Oh, hey, man.
C'est une
it's
petite
good to
chance
see
sur
you.
5, mais ça reste une chance sur 5, non? Non?
Oh, hey, man. It's good
Oh,
to see
hey
you.
man. It's good to see you.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Oh, allez, fais pas ta sale. Pardon.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eyes and vacate your skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
Total darkness. You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind. Here it will begin.
Vous voulez passer la musique?
Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone.
Vous concentrez sur le truc.
Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid.
Vous voulez passer à l'église?
Electrified. Who fucking cares?
Très bien.
No, not good. Orgasmic.
C'est quoi cette histoire de crâne embryonnaire là?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn. To rule the world.
C'est pas vrai.
Yes, it's all true. In the spinal cord.
Je suis prêt.
Good. Because from what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Let's go.
Foolhardy! Do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel, all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso, is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics, somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn.
On va les yeux et vous mettre à danser comme jamais.
You have become a flawless interlocutor.
Avec le pied de biche et la lampe.
Of the throb coming from the speaker setup for one called Eggheads, entirely, rigidly imbecilic, without pity or fear.
Oh my god! No way!
Donc si c'est possible.
With his reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come, the young man observes your moves for a second. He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm.
Danse au nom de la loi.
The young man immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern, embellishing it with some sort of waving motion.
Qu'est-ce que tu fabriques?
The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you expectantly.
Asu? Aren't you going to dance?
No, recording.
Elle se tourne vers Suna puis à nouveau vers vous. Tout à coup, elle secoue la tête en remettant son casque.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work. She's still at her mainframe, pressing buttons, reading printouts, but she started nodding her head along to the music.
Kim, venez par là.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
Le lieutenant vous observe, vous et les camés au speed, déhanchés dans toute l'église comme des fous alliés.
This is clearly a Code 31 emergency.
Code 31, Code
The
31.
lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The lights
Hardcore.
reflect off his glasses. He's obviously having trouble adjusting to this new
A Code 31 emergency? Really?
Absolument, envoyez des renforts d'urgence sur la piste de danse.
crosses his arms with a bemused look.
What's happening?
Le lieutenant est contraint de hurler pour se faire entendre au-dessus de la musique futuriste qui vrombit dans les haut-parleurs. Pas rien du temps, moi j'exécute, c'est la musique qui décide,
Good
Kim.
for you. Rock on then.
Et je vous ai dit de venir
Ouais.
danser là. Ah Kim. Ça suffit comme ça. Ne laissez pas le lieutenant partir avant d'avoir exprimé le hardcore qui brûle en lui. S'il te plaît le jeu, non. Je voulais voir Kim danser.
Excuse me, what?
Oh non, j'ai le seum. Torse tronche de la Oh non, ça c'est pas sympa.
Dance? Yellow? Monkey fucker?
Oh, oh non, monkey fucker. Ah, c'est troncheur. Ah, d'accord. J'ai cru- Bon, fait du shuffle dans le clubber. Move qui balance, c'est incroyable. Bien sûr que c'est incroyable. Attends, le flic, t'as cru que j'étais qui là?
We are done!
Then a breath of cold sea air fills the church as
Ah,
the
dur.
lieutenant opens the door and steps out.
Allez, je suis cramé.
Imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect.
Man! Now! Now! Man! Now!
Bredouille, le chef supposé au comble de
Now
l'excitation.
imagine if we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people. End of human development. Mission Mission complete.
C'est ça, j'ai accompli ma
I
mission.
can't remember those moves, man. Don't worry, man. I'll remember them.
Ah, c'était marrant. Ah putain, Kim, un troncheur de macaque. Ah, c'est dur. Les mots étaient durs. Ah, Kim, il va m'embrouiller.
It's colder outside than you were expecting. You see the lieutenant standing there, a small cloud of white escaping from his mouth. He turns to you, but says nothing.
Ah, désolé, Kim.
You think?
Bon, oubliez ça, j'ai vraiment merdé.
Yes. And?
Et alors?
The lieutenant stares impassively. What are you, a petulant child? He expects you to apologize.
Ah, non, mais Kim, il est trop gentil, il est trop mignon.
Let
Désolé,
me ask you
Kim.
something. What do you see when you look at me?
C'est dégueulasse. Juste un
Yeah.
type.
That's what most people say. But do you know what they don't say? Revacholian. I don't suppose anyone ever questions whether you belong here. Whatever your faults, you're a solid detective. You're obviously Revacholian.
Non.
I was born here. I grew up here.
Ah non,
It's the
Kim.
only home I've ever known. And there's a good chance I'll die in the line of duty here, too.
Oh non, non.
But to most of my countrymen, I will always be some monkey fucker.
Non, mais je voulais pas dire ça, mais il avait que ça comme dans sa bouche. Bon, vous êtes... C'est vraiment horrible.
Yes, it does.
The lieutenant's not comfortable talking about himself so openly. He's eager to change the subject.
In any case, I have some personal matters I'd like to get in order. If you don't object, I'm going to leave the rest of the day's investigation to you. Try not to break anything while I'm gone. I'll see you in the morning, detective.
Oh, dur Kim. Oh, le coup dur. Ah, les embrouilles. En même temps, il a fait vraiment le bâtard. Là, il a fait le bâtard de ouf. Je vois qu'il s'était laissé enjailler sur le dance floor, mais les trucs, c'était trop. Bon. C'est pas grave, de toute façon, on était là pour faire nos jets de ses morts. Bon, lui, en vrai, de toute façon, suggestion, j'ai que dalle. Empathie, j'ai dalle que... Ah, putain. Mais c'est un empathie diabolique. Vas-y, je reviens derrière après. André, c'est bon. L'aveu, suggestion légendaire, mais je l'ai fait, non? Ouais, mais je l'ai raté.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
Votre nom est ridicule.
What can I help you with?
C'est le JSM, ça, non? J'ai jamais suggestion. Si j'ai ça. J'ai un truc qui me fait -1, c'est ça.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
It's really in her best interest to listen to you. You know how the world works.
Isabelle, vous devez comprendre une chose, cet endroit a besoin de ce projet de construction.
I've heard that pitch before.
Oh
Clint.
putain,
Were
mais
you
je lui avais
drunk?
déjà
Do
dit
you
ça,
have
on s'en bat
It's
les
okay.
couilles.
She's emotional, right?
Vas-y, ça, je pense qu'on s'en fout en vrai. Non, mais en plus, il y a sûrement un moyen de contourner le truc et tout, mais... Il y a l'autre, là, je suis censé la date, mais pareil, c'est un héroïque, là.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Mais pourquoi j'ai pas de pont en suggestion, là? Et... Plus 1. En fait, cette stat-là, elle marche pas. Mais j'ai moins 1 là-dessus. Je suis un babouin.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is...
Oh yes, she does. You need to get...
30% ça me rappelle moi IRL.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it.
Oh yes.
De quoi pour la draguer?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can...
Oh yes, she does. You
En vrai,
need
est-ce
to
qu'on
get
a
your
quelque chose
drink
à
on.
foutre?
There is no other way for you.
Non, mais 3%, on va pas s'amuser à les faire,
Not
je pense.
after 6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals.
Sur la culture de levure. Non mais c'est un gros lourd ce mec. Ce mec est un cassos.
Okay. Where is this going?
Faut que je sois ivre, vous aussi. Non,
Absurdly and
c'est le
pointedly
malaise
phrased.
quoi.
You can be quite funny, officer. Anyway, what did you want?
J'ai réussi à faire un succès critique. Nice. 3%, mais c'est trop, hein.
She doesn't even understand you asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now. Try again later.
Alors je vais vraiment faire ça là?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can...
Oh yes, she does.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon.
You think she really needs more of that after a man died at sea?
Qu'est-ce que je dois faire alors?
What if I told you it is actually possible to go on a date sober?
Je t'écoute.
Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober. Acknowledge the situation and keep it basic.
Je suis zen ivrogne, je sais pas si vous l'avez remarqué, du coup je demande quoi, habituellement aux gens de braille quoi.
I have, and I don't really.
Now, go for it. You just want to go for a walk. What kind of a monster doesn't want to go for a walk? Walks are innocent.
Oh là. Cependant, cette fois, brrr, j'ai pensé que ça serait une bonne idée de vous demander de m'accompagner faire une promenade.
Just a walk?
Bah oui.
I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator.
Vous devriez accepter. Je serais sobre, le mec il en fait des caisses. Et je te promets, hein, je picole pas une goutte, hein. C'est un oui? Vous accepterez de vous promener avec moi?
Where would this walk take us, officer?
Bout de l'univers.
Nothing creepy, strange, or out there. Keep it eerie and simple.
Ton Finistère. J'ai couvert une plage avec une excellente vue.
All right, I will walk with you. But you need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking.
Une bonne vieille promenade, ça me plaît.
Me too. It's been ages since I just had a normal conversation with one of you guys.
Des capus de biche en scred sous son manteau.
She means men.
Stroll on the beach sounds nice. All right, I guess I'll be seeing you at Land's End in the evening. when it gets dark, all right?
She doesn't wait for an answer. You better get ready.
T'as passé quelle heure? Fais ça. Et yo, ciao. Comment ça, fit ça? C'est pas maintenant, elle a dit à tomber de la nuit. Tu fais sur Diabloka, mais toi aussi t'es le mec qui a payé 100 balles là. Team 100 balles, hein. Team 100 balles en trop. Ok mec. Bah écoute, profite bien. Lâcher son boulesse. Ça sub pas ma chaîne et ça a lâché son boulesse. Ça je rigole, calmez-vous. C'est où du coup la pointe là? C'est genre là-bas, non? Non mais il n'y est pas maintenant, c'est à tomber de la nuit quoi. Non? Ah mais il est vraiment là? Ok. Avec le pied de biche et la lampe torche.
A sudden gust picks up
69 € sur un stand
and
gaming.
lets it fall again. Tousled, wild. She brushes a few stray locks
Ça va, je
from her
rigole.
eyes, and only then spots you
Je te
approaching.
taquine. Mais bah profite bien. Amuse-toi bien. Soon. En 4 jours, moi je viens. Tranquille, au moins j'ai le temps de finir disco. Fixe les vibes, moi.
Aye. So here you are. Mid-noon and the rain is ice cold as always.
Le malaise.
And it appears the drunks and teenagers haven't arrived yet. Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot. That is not going to happen here today. I just want to make that clear, Dimples.
Attendez, parce que... Attendez. Parce qu'elle a dit oui, il se passera rien machin, et là, c'est il se passera rien aujourd'hui. Tout a changé. Tu as acheté un stand à la sortie? Non, je l'ai déjà acheté, des 4. C'est juste que j'ai pas fait la préco à 100 balles, quoi. À moins qu'on peut déjà commencer avec la préco à 70 balles. Peut-être que c'est le cas en vrai. J'ai même pas essayé. Mais je crois que ça marquait dispo aussi.
Across the rusty water, that's La Delta, the financial district. In the mist-covered distance,
Oui, bah.
towers rise as a rebuke to the poverty of this coast.
T'as pris quoi laquelle? Bah normal, hein. T'as cru que j'avais payé le merdier à 100 balles? Non, c'est niette. Non. Mère surprise de me voir.
Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments.
Bah, c'est mal me connaître. À 69. Oh, des caisses. C'est un truc de rockstar d'arriver en retard.
Aye, you're the starest of them all.
Aïe aïe aïe. Répond-elle en prenant un ton sérieux avant d'éclater de rire en se tournant pour faire face au soleil et se reflétant sur les vagues. Tant de faire jusqu'au bout. Non mais je m'en bats les couilles de 4 jours.
Her laughter
Tout à fait.
is throaty and warm. It rhymes with the waves and the cries of the gulls.
Here it comes.
Alors qu'elle se retourne vers la mer, le temps commence à s'éclaircir sous son visage insistant.
So fast as to make it seem like the weather turns at her command.
Minute papillon, c'est vous qui avez fait ça?
Me? No, no, no. Just grew up on the sea. Know which way the wind's blowing and all. Knew the weather'd clear up once we got here. Otherwise, it would have been a less pleasant stroll, nay?
You should say something. Anything. Maybe the tequila sunset thing.
Vous savez, l'une de mes incarnations passées se faisait appeler pour Tequila Sunset. Je me demande bien pourquoi.
It's a common Revacholian expression. Means drinking yourself to death.
À coup dur.
So, are you going to keep the name?
Je m'appelle Harry, pas besoin d'autre nom.
Well then,
Simple.
Harry.
On va faire simple. La souris se retourne vers la mer ensoleillée.
The sun reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay is mesmerizing. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in. Not just the glass skyscrapers, fragile looking in the shimmering air. River Esperance flowing into the bay.
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset, when the water is warmer.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements
Check
and
it out.
war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over everything else, shaking you out of your reverie. The sun isn't always that great. Think of people living in desert climates with sparse vegetation and little drinking water.
C'est pour cette raison que vous avez appelé le bateau le Soleil?
Oh, that was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition.
And a bit of conceptual unity too, it being yellow and all. There's salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls and the skuas, grit of the sand and the green glint of broken bottles. But still your gaze always returns to the dazzling streaks of light, wherever they may be reflected, their opulence.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be?
Faut bien qu'on ait quelque chose de notre côté.
I guess we wouldn't really be here if that thing wasn't on our team.
Non mais les phrases, tu sais, genre y a pas pire. Vous aimeriez être en train de pêcher en ce moment même?
I always do. I like it. It's like being on another planet, a water planet, with water worries and water joys.
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the sunlit coast across the water.
Des hameçons accrochés aux oreilles.
These aren't real fishhooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fishhooks. A drunk called Rosemary brought them to me. I kept them.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift you can buy from a flower shop or a kiosk. The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the sunlit coast across the water. Say what? Something interesting? Impossible.
Allez quoi, c'est
She
important.
turns her head, and the plastic fishhooks rattle in her ears. Nothing shear-worthy takes place in your head.
Parfois j'ai l'impression d'avoir un cerveau d'un
Aye.
abruti.
Brains generally aren't very good, are they? I prefer backs, arms, shoulders, lungs too. You know, the wind's gonna pick up soon, and I have to go, but...
Elle sort l'épée de son fourreau, la lame brille d'une lueur orange foncée à la lumière du soleil.
Have this. The sun's good, but it doesn't stick things. I've no use for it anymore.
Vous êtes sûr de ne plus avoir besoin de l'épée?
No. Men around here are too drunk to pose a threat to me.
Vous aimeriez vous promener à nouveau avec moi?
Doubt it. But thank you for the company.
Dur. À plus.
Farewell.
Vous savez ce que ça veut dire? Est-ce que vous êtes en train au courant de ce que ça veut dire?
The wind picks up, and the light from the sun seems to fade. The crumbling silhouette of failed electrical R&D towers in the distance, beckoning.
Ah bah coup dur le manquement de juger, mais on n'a pas tout perdu. Vous savez pourquoi on n'a pas tout perdu? Parce qu'on peut se trimballer avec une épée et une lampe torche. Et ouais mon gars, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Regarde-moi cette dégaine. Oh là là là. Oh là. Oh là 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 là. Oh là là. Attendez, parce que là on prend le chapeau de cow-boy. Là il faut une autre veste. Oh non, c'est trop... Ah, c'est quoi cette dégaine de racleur de bidet? Ah, c'est le manque d'inspiration. Ah, la friendzone là. Ah, ça a été friendzone très vite là. Non mais vraiment, ah bah c'est chaud. Hein. C'est marrant, c'est que déjà tu galères à faire les jets, mais ils ont été malins parce que je pense qu'ils savaient qu'il y allait y avoir beaucoup de gens qui allaient faire des lock and load pour faire ces jets. Et du coup, bah, ils se sont dit, bah, ces petits marioles, ils vont se faire chier pendant 20 ans à faire ça pour avoir le jet. Et après, bah, ils vont avoir un autre jet derrière. Ce jet-là qui te baise, bah, t'es niqué quoi, tu dois tout recommencer. Chez dans ta mouille. Sunset. C'est pas Sunrise. Je crois. Ça. Ouais, c'est pas grave. Ah, mais de toute façon, on va pas non plus tout découvrir. Hein. C'est en majorité de la chance. Est-ce que lui, j'en avais un de jet avec lui? Je crois pas. Hein. C'est qu'à merde là. Ouais, ta gueule. Attends, c'est Kim qui a le seum là. Ça me rend triste un peu. Oui.
Make way for the master poet.
Empathie 2. Je sais pas, un tout petit peu plus en empathie là. Moins 1.
Make way for the master poet.
Ease into it.
Oh, incroyable! C'est P.
Make way for the master
Qui ça
poet.
raconte? Donner de la force. Pour mes jets là. T'y crois à mort?
Make way
Comment
for
va
the
gros? Ça
master
fait super
poet.
longtemps.
Ease into.
Ouah, le jeu. Il est coquin. En vrai, c'est chaud quand même de faire tous ces jets. Hein. Je pense qu'il faut pas mal absorber 2-3 trucs.
Make way for the master poet.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Pas particulièrement étrangère.
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
Qu'est-ce que ça raconte, gros?
The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Ah bah écoute, tranquillou. Ça joue pas à Diablo 4 là? T'es pas dessus là? Tout le monde est dessus. Je vais bientôt y aller, mais pas dessus. Jusqu'où elle va?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
Encore plus loin.
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
Qu'y a-t-il au-delà de la
You
frontière?
cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
Ici au sud-ouest.
Excuse me?
Il est tiré de sa torpeur.
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Vous pouvez m'en parler, pas de souci.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
Quand quelqu'un vous manque, ça fait quel effet?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
Quelqu'un me manque, mais je ne sais pas qui.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Intéressant, intéressant. Ah, c'est du lore, hein.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Suggestion, je crois que j'ai rien en suggestion là. -2 en objet, non mais ils se foutent de ma gueule.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more?
You have absolutely no idea.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Attends, tu me connais? On s'est déjà rencontrés?
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around
oui.
all week without your shirt on, sir, telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are.
Je t'ai déjà parlé?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Comment ça, mieux? J'ai l'air d'une loque.
Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Mes petits yeux?
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Good thing she didn't say party eyes loud. Her mother's nearby. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Ça veut dire que j'ai touché au
Oh
narcotique?
baby, That's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
Incroyable! Merci énormément FCP2BA pour le follow. T'as 15 comptes, c'est ça? T'as le Corse. Le Corse qui a 15 comptes. C'est louche. Alors pourquoi t'as pas commencé par me dire qu'on se connaissait?
Didn't know I had to do that.
Merci, j'ai appris des choses sur moi aujourd'hui.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Travaille sur quoi?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away.
Tout d'un coup, elle sourit et se redresse comme si elle venait de se rappeler quelque chose. Et qu'est-ce que c'est?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Ah, elle vous tend un chapeau identique à celui que porte Dick Mullen pour ses couvertures. J'ai pigé, je peux ressembler à Dick Mullen, sauf que je suis un vrai agent de police.
I bet it looks good on you. Really serious. Right, I have...
À plus. Comment ça, un chapeau? Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Oh alors là. Alors là. Quatre ou 5 différents, ok. Les embrouilles. Bon, t'es en train de jouer à quoi toi alors, ce temps-ci là? Là on est sur Disco Elysium, on a fini. Là il nous reste un dernier truc. Donc on en profite pour arnaque le jeu et... C'est quoi? Empathie. Pour arnaque le jeu et essayer de voir les petits dialogues qui sont un peu bloqués en arnaquant le game. Juste pour voir un petit peu... Question de curiosité. J'ai dit quoi? Empathie. Empathie, je crois que j'ai pas grand chose pour l'empathie à part ça. Et je dois pas avoir grand chose d'autre. C'est -1. Ah! Ah bon? Je savais même pas que ces chaussures elles me donnaient en empathie quoi. J'ai rien qui fait -1 là. Avec Kuno.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
He's on.
Ah bah oui, je m'en rappelle, t'inquiète.
He's on you.
Mais je m'en rappelle bien, hein, de vous, la bande de Corse.
He's on your crime scene. Boss.
Far Cry 6? Ah ouais?
Fuck, does Kuno care?
C'est vrai qu'il est sorti et tout. Mais non, le 6 il est vieux déjà. Rocket League? Ah, tu fais un peu de Rocket League? T'es classé quoi? Oh là là, mais Kuno, tu m'emmerdes. Oh, mais c'est 28%.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Intéressant, pourquoi?
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something. Something very bad.
Diamant 2? Ah, on pourra se faire quelques games un jour à l'occasion.
She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses.
Ah ouais, avec CLR, ouais, c'est vrai. C'est vrai, je m'en rappelle. Hein.
And then there's the fact that she's
va bien d'ailleurs.
And appears to be a little younger, certainly smaller. And yet Kuno is afraid of her. What's up with that, Kuno? All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Agir et essayer de les séparer avec Kuno.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
Ah ouais, nice. Combat nice.
She puts
Et il bosse
extra
toujours
stress
là-bas.
onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Je suis content qu'elle soit plus sur notre dos, elle est vraiment tarée. Est-ce que je fais ça? Ah,
She's
non,
not fucked up.
Oh.
Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
Écoute-moi, elle essaye de te contrôler. On doit te sortir d'ici. Urgence, Sébastien? Nice. Et toi, t'en es où alors?
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
Ah
Idiot.
putain.
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a...
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away!
A chill comes over you, the wind from the boulevard south, lashing you for trying to separate them, for trying to take the street out of Kuno. You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Try to really understand the psychological bond Kuno has with Kuno S.
Ok, c'est quoi le problème avec Kuno S?
Just look. While Kuno has no problem being near you, she always hides behind the fence, afraid for her life. Like she's done something very bad.
Ah ouais, tu fais du snaps? T'as des spécialités là-dedans ou pas?
She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno also,
Ouais, non,
and
mais j'ai
then all
écouté
in
ça.
all, Kuno,
Fuck you whispering about?
he's whispering too. He's going with it. But what?
Fuck you!
She puts...
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper.
Je sais pas pourquoi
This is it.
celle-là
You've got
c'est
it.
le mieux, mais
But be careful. You
C'est
can
quoi
still fuck this up.
c'est quoi son
Don't make
problème?
Kuno look bad in this.
Elle est terrifiante, genre timbré.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
Prof de sport, ok.
Fuck. She can read lips. You should cup your mouth.
Comment ça, elle a allumé quelqu'un?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Sérieux, quand tu dis qu'elle a tué quelqu'un?
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488.
488. The criminal code doesn't go higher than one.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Arrête ton chat.
I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's got her under control. Kuno keeps her calm.
Sans son regard sur sa nuque et arrête de parler.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Tu penses qu'elle est mêlée à cette histoire de cadavre?
Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Told you this already.
Où étais-tu?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Tu as dit qu'elle était complètement dérangée.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burn and shit. She does the real deal.
C'est quoi le niveau supérieur?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
Que streamer? Non, heureusement que je suis pas que streamer, mec. Je ne vivrais pas sinon. Non. Et puis même, si j'étais que streamer, honnêtement, je streamerais déjà beaucoup plus par jour. Je ferais beaucoup de com, de partenariats. Je vendrais mon cul à n'importe qui. Mais non, bien entendu, j'ai un taf. Je suis administrateur réseau au ministère de la Justice. J'ai toujours eu un taf, hein. C'est aussi d'ailleurs pour ça que je m'étais calmé au moment où justement, il commençait à avoir beaucoup de gens et tout. Là, j'avais un peu diminué le rythme parce que j'avais plus de vie, quoi. Entre le taf et le temps que je passais sur le stream, c'était plus possible, quoi. Clairement. Elle est bonne, celle-là. C'est clair.
Like the private radio stations Noid mentioned, he doesn't want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Quelle est donc cette langue qu'elle parle? Nkapi, ça vient d'où, là?
She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
Quel peuple?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really.
Est-ce que les gens sont où, là-bas?
You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suruese have that ginger gene.
Kuno, elle est peut-être Suru?
Suruese? Like that man from Helmdall shit? She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
Il a streamé 2 heures. Bah, ça va, quand même. Non, mais en vrai, je stream beaucoup pour un amateur où je fais pas d'argent dessus, hein. No joke, hein. Enfin, par semaine, je dois stream, allez, quasi 10 heures. Même un peu plus, hein. Non, ça va. Et Yowina! Incroyable! Comment va, beauté? Je me disais, je t'avais pas vu depuis un moment. Ah bah non, j'ai quand même tout... Je stream quasiment tous les jours, mais je stream que le soir. Tu vois, à minuit, enfin... entre 22h et minuit, 1h, ça dépend. J'ai un paquet de trucs, quoi, sur YouTube. Ouais.
Revelshot does have a small Suruese community, or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
C'est ta sœur?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit.
Sans abri?
Yeah, she was just there.
Il monte l'immeuble derrière avec le tueur.
What was that, Kuno?
Le petit fils se tord le cou en regardant le bâtiment.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Ce couloir là-bas avec le placard du balayeur?
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style.
Pourquoi elle était trempée?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
Tu as dit qu'elle était rentrée comment?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
Someone left the door open. It was him, by accident or...
Ouais, ça va être nickel. Week-end. Sur Twitch avec les études. Ah bah oui, après ça se comprend. Non mais t'inquiète mec, hein. Comme j'ai dit, je stream pour le fun. Les gens ils viennent pas. Oh, c'est plus cool quand il y a des gens, hein, bien sûr. Hein, sinon... Mais je me prends pas la tête. Je stream, je joue aux jeux que j'ai envie de jouer. Et tes parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Comment tu gères tout ça?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
T'as besoin d'aide, je suis là pour toi.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs...
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
Le garçon vous regarde dans les yeux, ses pupilles noires essayant de se concentrer sur vous. Je sais pas ce qu'il veut, lui. Je lui mets une retournée acrobatique ou quoi? Ouais, c'est bon.
All right.
Ta gueule.
Now we can do business.
À faire?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded.
Ok,
Kuno
super.
doesn't...
Actual art degree.
À quand Duan, ça va être compliqué. Diablo 4
Right.
soon.
Contrived. Mediocre. Milquetoast. Amateurish. Infantile. Cliché and gonorrhea-ridden peon to conformism. I fucked me. Affront to humanity. War crime. Should literally be tried for war crimes. Resolutely shit. Lacking in imagination. Uninformed reimagining of. Lip-wristed. Premature. Ill-informed attempt at. Talentless fuckfest. Recidivistic shit peddler. Pedantic. Listless. Savagely boring. Just one repulsive laugh after another.
Incroyable. Des 4 déjà pour toi? Ah ouais, t'as payé le 100 balles là, mais vous êtes tous riches. Hein. Vous êtes assez exceptionnels à quel point vous êtes riches. Mais moi je suis pas riche. Hein. Point. Pendu, non. Lunettes de Soyman, oui. Docker endormi, je crois que je peux pas. L'alter, je peux aller peut-être voir l'alter. Et yo Eddie! Incroyable Eddie! Les 4 squares, ouais. Bon, on est sur la fin du jeu, hein. Donc on traille un peu les jets de merde pour découvrir un peu. Ouais, ça va être juste pour nous. Je vais me claquer les 1, je vais perdre 1 de santé. Voilà, classique.
You managed to hoist it off the ground.
Il a l'air trop bien des 4. Bon, on verra. Moi j'ai pris la version normale donc j'aurais... Oh, ça va. Alone in the dark, non.
You managed to...
Même permettre une folie. Ouais, après les 100 balles, s'il te plaît. C'est 30 balles pour 4 jours à l'avance, quoi. C'est un peu de la moquerie quand même, non? Déjà que le jeu il en vaut 80. Pas 70 balles. J'ai envie de dire 30 balles de plus, moi ça m'emmerde. Paf, paf. Voilà.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage.
Ne rien dire, savourer cette victoire. En mode.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
Très bien. 60 €, oui, c'est bien assez cher. Hein. Et 90, non mais même 80, en fait c'est juste par principe, 70 balles. Soit, comprenez bien un truc, d'accord? On n'est pas sur PS5 avec un Ratchet & Clank, hein? Là, quand on parle de 70 balles, c'est la fistinière, tu vois, pour un jeu PC. Donc au bout d'un moment, moi quand on me l'a foutu dans le cul une fois, je demande pas la taille supérieure derrière, tu vois. Je suis pas là en mode... ah, c'est que du 22 cm. Allez-y, mettez 25. Juste comme ça, parce que j'aime bien. Non, c'est nietasse. Déjà que ça m'emmerde d'acheter le jeu de mort. De toute façon, j'ai dit, hein. Si c'est une ruine le jeu, c'est le dernier jeu de Blizzard que j'achète de ma vie, hein. Ça, c'est clair et net. Non, mais 70 balles, c'est déjà très bien. Faut pas déconner. 4 jours avant, c'est bon, je suis pas un pigeon. Je suis pas la salope, là, du coin, là. En plus, il n'y a même pas de version CD, quoi. À 70 balles, c'est même pas une version CD. Ça, j'ai envie de crever, quoi. Esprit de corps. C'est où, déjà? Putain. Je sais même pas si j'ai des items esprit de corps. C'est vraiment la classe où je mettrais, mais alors jamais un point dedans. Ouais, c'est pareil. C'est encore une veste, il casse les couilles.
Again? I can't believe
There's some.
100 €.
Again? I can't believe it.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Dites-moi la vérité, vous m'avez déjà rencontré?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Dans une autre vie?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
Il s'interrompt.
To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
Parce qu'il y a un terme.
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
Il vous adresse un regard qui en dit long et ajoute.
Somewhere good.
Parlons un peu plus en détail de cette hypothétique post-41 que vous avez mentionné.
Okay.
Oh, l'hypothétique 4-1. 41, pardon. 4-1. Ah ouais. Ouais, fantasmons un peu là-dessus. On cligne des yeux de manière agressive. Je suis pas occupé, et toi non plus, alors amusons un peu, non? Et quelle serait notre relation dans cet univers alternatif?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Vous avez l'air d'un type cool, je serais ravi de vous avoir comme partenaire.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner.
Ok, vous serez pour pas un boulot en fait.
Oh god, I'd hate for that to happen. You know what might help prevent that though?
Que je fasse mon putain de boulot et que j'arrête de vous harceler? Non.
You doing your fucking job.
Voyez-vous un crime à résoudre?
Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
Face de jument. Dit-elle en secouant la tête tout en jetant un regard désapprobateur à l'âme. Qui travaille dans notre post-police imaginaire?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang.
C'est qui l'excentrique fils de l'Union?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Mais me dire un peu plus sur lui.
Not even a little bit.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
Ses yeux gris, lui soudain par-dessus la monture, des yeux tristes.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness. Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
C'était plutôt bizarre, oui.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
Je me disais exactement pareil. Je devrais lui demander si on est du même poste.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
J'ai juste une question. Est-ce qu'on est du même poste de
I'm
police?
going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
D'accord.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
C'est marrant quand même quand tu peux avoir un conflit avec ton propre mind. Je suis occupé à... Mais t'inquiète, t'es dit oula, fais ta vie. Ah. De cœur en or, mais je crois que je l'ai fait ça. Hein. Bah c'est bon, il me reste plus rien en vrai. Idol. Ce mec qui dort, c'était un docker là. Bon écoutez, je pense qu'on a fini le jeu, non? Est-ce qu'on n'irait pas vers une fin là? Est-ce qu'on n'irait pas doucement vers une fin? Poète. J'ai le droit de me poser, non?
Oh, sorry, officer. What do you want?
Bah, j'aimerais bien juste me poser sur le banc, mais j'ai compris que... je pouvais me faire foutre. Ta-na-na. Bon, très bien, ouais, bon, on a découvert 2-3 trucs, mais c'était pas... c'est pas essentiel. Je crois qu'on a un banc dans le coin... là où il y a les alcoolos... genre là.
You sit on the wind-worn...
T'en une heure.
Time passes. How well... Oh man, if we invite... Time passes. How well would a military... Time passes. How well...
Mais attends, je peux pas... Ouais, non.
Grains of sand. You try to come... You try to come up with... cleaning out the rooms. What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came and stored it all away, for you to slowly open one box at a time, so you can choose which parts to keep? Keep almost none of it. Only the flowers on the windowsill. Only the distant sound of a radio. Lose all the actors, the dark shadows, leave only the still lifes, the blissful distant wash of waves. If everybody knew, you never did, she'll be coming soon. Mazovian socio-economics.
Les illustrations sont vraiment belles. Hein.
0.00% of communism has been built. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmezov fucked him over, personally, with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world. The precarious world. How not to lose? It is impossible not to. The world is balanced on the edge of a knife. It's a game of frayed nerves. You're pushed on by numbers and punitive measures, pain, rejection, and unpaid bills. You can either play, or you can crawl under a boat and waste away. Turn into salt, or a flock of seagulls. Your enemies would love that. Or you can fight. The only way to load the dice is to keep on fighting.
Très bien. Je sais pas pourquoi il fait encore jour à 22h.
It's getting cold this late in the night. The bed is comfortable. The place feels.
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea.
This respite, you've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around while you forget everything you've managed to remember.
Ah mais t'as jamais vu ça, Griots, encore? Ouais, toutes les nuits, t'as un petit dialogue avec ton cerveau reptilien primitif. Est-ce que c'est le dernier rêve?
No, this is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Merci très cher TNM, merci.
You're welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
Tombe dans un sommeil
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel rested. There's no time to cuddle with your pillow, however, or as much as shiver from the cold. The world awaits.
Go.
Ouais, c'est incroyable. Hein. Mais il y a beaucoup de trucs dans le jeu qui sont ouf. Hein. En vrai, il y a vraiment un paquet de choses. Hein. C'est du détail, mais c'est incroyable, je trouve. Ah, attendez.
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
Ouais, je l'ai dans le cul. Ah.
Yes.
Bon, Kim est revenu, il m'en veut plus. What the fuck, Kim? Oh là là, Kim le speedrunner. Ah bah lui, il a bien dormi. Hein. Regardez-le là, Kim. Pouf. Usain Bolt le Kim là. Pouf. Devrait revenir quand il neigera, un sentiment étrange vous envahit. What? Oh, Kim le speedrunner. a pété un plomb. J'en ai eu quelques-uns des bugs, hein. Un tronchon mec, ah non. C'était horrible en vrai. Tu sais que je m'en veux. Alors que c'est un jeu vidéo, mais je m'en veux que j'avais pas eu le choix du dialogue, tu vois. Voilà, Kim. Oh, lui, il est prêt à tout arrêter. Lui. Il va tout bloquer. Lui, il est pas là pour enfiler des perles, le Kim. Pouf. Ça en est ridicule. On va faire ça, regardez. Attendez. Je vais faire ça, et après je vais faire ça. C'est ça qui met à partir à 200 là, non? Donc on va faire ça.
Bon, ben révolte!
Bon bah révolte et Yoaken. Allez, c'est parti. Kim! Speedrun.
Your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Explique l'ombre à côté de la machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word, officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Couvrez les oreilles.
No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Vous êtes en état d'arrestation.
Really now? Check this out.
Elle tourne le cadran dans sa main.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
Vous allez me tuer, moi aussi?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Vos équations sont des ondulanes.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Esquisse un geste vers un objet avec un grand effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
Comment vous avez réussi à dégoter ça?
I built it myself.
Elle fait un signe de tête en direction de son engin de torture.
And she's proud of it too. as she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Et étudie son rayon mortel et représentant de la loi pris au piège à l'intérieur. Est-ce que je vais... vous fait l'expérience de ce compresseur, vous aussi?
I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Génial, mais parlons de l'homme qui a été tué.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Est-ce que vous pourriez éteindre le compresseur pour que je puisse entendre quelque chose?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
3, 6, 1, 8, 9, 2, 8, 1.
You're looking for a deal with my mattress.
Speed FM.
Le lieutenant se tient la tête et
God damn
grimace.
it.
Elle vous dévisage vos Kim avec une soudaine compassion.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Elle sort de l'ombre à contre-cœur, la douleur s'amenuise.
She's carrying a 2-barreled front loader. Remain careful. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much.
Comment avez-vous remarqué notre arrivée?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
Cachant des balles sous le plancher?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
Isobel la laveuse ne vous a pas dénoncé.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now.
Pourquoi vous cachez la balle?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
C'est vous qui avez battu Lily?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Vous avez raison, Clashy a été la première à partager ses soupçons.
I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this.
Me voir arrêter, vous avez votre vengeance.
Oh, I wouldn't have wished that upon her. The girl was playing some dangerous games, but even with what she did to me, I wouldn't have wished that upon her. She had some pretty messed up people after her. She's going to come out of that meat grinder a different person, if she comes out at all. But Klausia couldn't have known I was here. How did you?
La première intuition n'était pas complètement à côté de la plaque. C'est Titus qui vous a adressé, il a fait le convaincre.
Oh, fuck.
Ça marche, FCP, des bisous gros. À la prochaine.
Those guys liked me, I know it.
Et courage pour ton diplôme.
This is what happens to people whom people like.
Dire que les gars m'appréciaient, je le sais, c'est comme ça.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Mais ce n'est pas vous qui m'avez appelé le décapsuleur humain? Je le prenais pas personnellement, je leur ai juste ouvert le crâne.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
Fuck them.
Make her forgive them a little.
J'y parviens en posant des questions et j'en ai réservé pour vous.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. she still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Est-ce que vous avez un alibi pour le soir où Lily a été abattue?
Man, I was with the boys the
Ça
whole
marche,
night.
genre.
I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
Apparemment, vous avez disparu pendant 10 minutes.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
Notre enquête a démontré que l'assassin aurait pu commettre le meurtre en 15 minutes.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Vous jouez beaucoup au flipper?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardenne. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why?
J'ai découvert un mystérieux flipper dans des pièces plutôt mystérieuses du Whirling.
Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries.
Les ascenseurs, vous aimez les ascenseurs? Ah, oubliez le ministère, alors on a découvert un passage secret qui mène au toit depuis le bar du
Don't know
Whirling.
it, but also...
La France, les sourcils étudiant votre visage.
Evaluating your competence as a police officer.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
D'ailleurs, empêche de terminer sa phrase.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
Vous avez une arme.
And?
Où est-ce que vous les trouvez?
The gun store.
Quelle armurerie?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
On dirait un faux nom
What
de
did you
magasin.
think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
De quel type d'arme s'agit-il? J'arrive pas à le voir.
A Nactway 80 front loader. Two-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
Je vois que c'est une arme à chargement par canon. Et vous d'autres armes quelque part?
Sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Je veux vous parler
Yeah.
d'autres preuves.
Evidence.
Vous aimiez beaucoup Clash
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
Vous vouliez qu'elle soit plus chez Ami.
Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
Elle a dit que vous vouliez fuir avec
That's a
elle.
very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausy was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Clausia only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here.
Seconde, elle nous a dit que vous étiez seulement embrassés.
If that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Seriously, just move on.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé ensuite?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her.
J'ai dit que vous étiez très en colère lorsqu'elle a commencé à avoir Lily. Elle dit que vous l'aviez menacée.
Yeah, one time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
Malgré ça, vous l'avez aidé à maquiller le meurtre en lynchage?
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer.
Chier les pieds des gens faisait partie de votre
Wow.
passe-temps?
Pissing, pinball, and now peeping. I'm just not following your insinuations, detective.
Il y a un trou dans le mur, on peut apercevoir la chambre de classe J, je ne voulais pas... Je ne vous en voudrais pas si vous...
If I want to stare at a pretty girl, I can pick one up at a bar. Or, worst case scenario, look at a naughty photo. Who has time to go skulking about the whirling, drilling holes in walls?
N'allez donc pas regarder classe J à travers le Judas?
Look, she has an effect on people. Or had, before you sent her off in your Mora Lintern meat grinder. It's impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But travel enough and you realize, for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable.
On va poser d'autres questions. C'est vous qui essayez des fleurs sur le toit de classe J?
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
Ce ne sont pas de simples fleurs, c'est le symbole de la révolution.
So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on.
D'accord, vous n'avez pas laissé Miguel.
No, I did not.
Faites passer de la drogue pour le syndicat, j'ai inspecté votre camion.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her. Maybe twist the knife, just in case. Make her more desperate.
Oui, je l'ai fait parler.
Yeah, that figures. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
She's more upset than she lets on.
T'avais une raison financière pour tuer ce mercenaire?
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
Le lieutenant est incapable d'articuler sa
She
question.
deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
Elle baisse le bouton d'un millimètre puis continue. Vous êtes en train de nous menacer avec.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
Est-ce que vous aimez traîner sur les toits?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Vous êtes donc certaine que vous n'avez pas tiré sur un mercenaire depuis le toit?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Et avoue que Lily était une personne
I
agréable.
didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Est-ce que vous sentiez que vous deviez protéger le syndicat?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself. She didn't hate him, okay?
Jeu de
I'm
questions.
listening. Yeah?
More questions before doing anything.
Boum.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
Vous allez bien, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
Qu'est-ce que vous
Problem
fabriquez?
solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes, it is.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
Quelle option?
You know.
Allez, vas-y,
She
barre-toi.
stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity, gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
Vous n'avez pas besoin de faire ça. Vous avez pas culé, je vous laisse partir.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the...
Good call.
Le lieutenant tient à peine encore debout. Je fais de mon mieux.
I would have done the same, had I not been incapacitated.
Je crois qu'elle est innocente.
Her tent. We should check it out.
Il regarde autour de lui, puis désigne le fond de la grotte. Bah dis donc, ce bordel. Putain, du coup, c'est pas la fin du jeu, quoi. 8
The
balles.
plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out.
Ah, déco du chat. Regarde à
The
l'intérieur.
tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
Que les livres avec votre lampe électrique.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Le lieutenant jette un coup d'œil au-dessus de votre épaule. Feuilletez
Rager
magazine.
Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine, it's a leather notebook.
Quel pas?
Pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately. Like...
Calme-toi, Kim.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Ils ont mis
It's
une
made
couverture.
of full grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously.
Il fait un lanière.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Inspectez l'écriture manuscrite.
The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Genre de logistique.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Qui représente les diagrammes.
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Des trucs personnels.
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The way some of those question marks trail off into ellipses, she was going through a tough time.
Quand on monte l'entrée la plus
The
ancienne.
first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
Qu'a-t-elle écrit le jour de la mort de Lélie?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this, loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
Quelle entrée la plus récente?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
I just don't think she killed a mercenary. It's mostly a gut feeling, though, since we let her walk out without hearing her side of the story.
Si innocente, on a peut-être bien fait de pas arrêter.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than with us.
Alors d'après vous, qui a tué le mercenaire?
Classio was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or...
Ça paraît plausible.
Either way, we should go back to the Whirling, see if we can find out more about her time there. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the Whirling and Rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Oh, le giga sum! Le giga sum. Il est quelle heure? Mais il est déjà 54, 1 heure. Putain, mais j'espère qu'il en reste pas trop en vrai là, Diablo 4, merde. C'est chaud là. C'est chaud d'essayer de faire coordonner. En vrai, je pense pas qu'il y en ait encore pour tant de temps que ça, mais... Ah, j'étais quasi persuadé que c'était la fin. Bon, après, ça a l'air d'être un petit retournement de situation.
Stop. Just up ahead. Danger. What you have isn't enough. You'll need more firepower. A ranged weapon. Statistically speaking, sabers have proven to be rather ineffective against military technology.
Pas sûr d'après ce qui nous attend.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Mais bah j'ai pas de flingue, ouais. Bon écoutez, je pense qu'on ira comme ça, hein, nature. Hein. Mais ça sera pour la prochaine fois tout à fait. Merci beaucoup YouTube d'avoir regardé ça. La bise, à plus dans le bus.